55 seconds. That's all it took. 55 seconds to transform an ordinary lap into one of the most harrowing moments in Formula One history. For most of us, 55 seconds passes in the blink of an eye. But for Niki Lauda, it was an eternity. An eternity of fire, fear, and sheer willpower. This is the story of how one man faced death, defied the odds, and redefined the meaning of resilience. Buckle up, because this story will leave you breathless. Today, we're stepping into the high-octane, adrenaline-fueled world of Formula One. But this isn't just a story about racing. It's a story about courage, about fighting for your life, and coming back stronger. It's the story of Niki Lauda's dance with death. Let's get started. The year was 1976. Niki Lauda, reigning Formula One world champion, was a man on a mission. Disciplined, calculating, and ruthlessly efficient. He was the embodiment of precision on the racetrack. But Lauda wasn't just competing against his rivals. He was competing against time, technology, and the inherent dangers of Formula One racing. That season, Lauda was untouchable. With 61 points in the bag, he was well ahead of his closest rival, James Hunt. Hunt was the media's darling, charming, audacious, and every bit the daredevil. But Lauda? He was the perfectionist, the machine, the man who let his results do the talking.
So first of all, thank you very much, whoever gave me the award. I know it's very important. But I want to say one thing. I've seen a lot of people here winning and losing. So I'd like to dedicate this award to the losers. Because I tell you from my own experience, winning is one thing, but out of losing, I always learned more for the future. So I got stronger in losing.
Then came the German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring, a circuit so treacherous it was nicknamed the Green Hell. Lauda had already voiced concerns about the track's safety, but his warnings were ignored. The race went ahead, and what happened next would become one of the most infamous moments in motorsport history. On the second lap, disaster struck. Lauda lost control of his Ferrari at the Bergwerk corner. His car slammed into the barriers, ruptured its fuel tank, and burst into flames. Within moments, the cockpit was engulfed, and for 55 excruciating seconds, Lauda was trapped in a fiery inferno.
Suddenly in the middle of the road, somebody was going slow, didn't look in the mirrors, and destroyed my lap. I found him in...
With no properly equipped marshals nearby, it was up to fellow drivers to intervene. Arturo Merzario, Brett Lunger, and Harold Ertl raced to the scene. Merzario, risking his own life, dove into the flames and unbuckled Lauda's harness. It was an act of pure heroism. When Lauda was finally pulled from the wreckage, he was unrecognizable. His face severely burned, his lungs filled with toxic fumes. The world braced itself for the worst. Lauda's injuries were catastrophic. He lost his eyelids, parts of his ear, and endured burns so severe that his own reflection was unrecognizable. A priest was called to administer last rites. But Niki Lauda wasn't ready to give up. Imagine that, barely clinging to life, his body broken, his career seemingly over. And yet, Lauda's mind was on one thing: returning to the track. It was as if the fire that nearly killed him ignited an even greater determination within him. A mere 42 days after the crash, Niki Lauda defied every expectation. Bandaged and scarred, he returned to the cockpit for the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. It wasn't about winning. It was about proving to himself and the world that he was still Niki Lauda. He finished fourth, and in that moment, he became a legend. Lauda's rivalry with Hunt reached its climax in the season finale in Japan. Torrential rain made conditions nearly impossible. For Lauda, whose injuries had left him unable to blink, the risk was too great. He retired from the race, handing the championship to Hunt. But Lauda's decision wasn't about fear. It was about control. It was about living to fight another day. And fight he did. Lauda went on to win 2 more world championships, cementing his place as one of the greatest drivers in history. Off the track, he became a pioneer for safety in Formula One. ensuring that no driver would ever face what he did at the Nürburgring. His legacy isn't just about titles. It's about resilience. It's about knowing when to push and when to pull back. And above all, it's about the unbreakable human spirit. Niki Lauda's story is a testament to the power of grit and determination. If his journey inspired you, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories of triumph and perseverance. And remember, sometimes it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.